So I'm just going to go further into the Talmud of Immanuel because there's so much to get through. So John the Baptist says, "The one that comes after me, Immanuel, will baptize you in the knowledge of spirit and the fire of truth." When Immanuel was baptized by John, a metallic light fell from the sky and rushed over the Jordan. The metallic light spoke, "This is my beloved son, which I am well pleased. He will be the king of truth through which terrestrial humans should rise as wise ones." So the metallic light to me represents advanced alien technology. And when he says that this is my son, aren't we all God's sons and daughters? And if he's referring to Jesus, Jesus or Immanuel as being his son because his celestial son gave the seed, or one of the angels gave the seed to birth that, then he considers him a higher being, like a higher level than humans. And it says a metallic light. It doesn't say that God spoke. So does that mean that the metallic light was just the person who gave the seed to birth Jesus? So that's why he's calling it his son, because he's the one who actually gave the seed. When the metallic light comes down, there are a bunch of them that are that have advanced consciousness, so they can speak and through that light, and they don't say their name, so you don't know who's speaking to you, whether it's God or someone else. Another reason why it's not God speaking through the metallic light is because he says he will be the king of truth through which terrestrial humans. So he's not calling the rest of humankind his sons and daughters. That means that it's probably someone else speaking through the metallic light. This is why we have to put the puzzle pieces together, because then we know who's speaking and what's being told. So further says, after the words, Immanuel entered the metallic light, which climbed into the sky, surrounded by fire and smoke, and passed over the lifeless sea. I wonder why they call it a lifeless sea. Is it because water doesn't have, water is not considered life, like plants, trees, all of that are considered life, are considered possessing, are alive. So why is the water not considered alive? So after that, Jesus entered into the metallic light, and he wasn't seen for 40 days and 40 nights. Then he no longer lived among the sons and daughters of earth humans, but he was set down by the metallic light again, between north and west, in a place where guardian angels, by which were to evaluate the site for the chosen ones. He lived for 40 days and 40 nights between the winds of the north and west, where he received the acronym of knowledge. So it's interesting that they say chosen ones. They don't just say Jesus was the chosen one. So are the prophets chosen one, or the people who end up following Jesus' way of life and listening to his knowledge are chosen ones? What is this place that they were setting up for the chosen ones? Little details that we got to pay attention to. So during the instruction period, he spent his days with the wise saints of God and the guardian angels, the celestial sons. So it's funny that they always say celestial sons and they never say women. They never mention celestial daughters. It's always men, 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 which shows the patriarchal system that we have created, that men were always seen as dominant, because even God was sending messages that the men were the ones teaching him everything. They taught him the wisdom of knowledge. They taught him the dominion of God over terrestrial humans and celestial sons. And they also explained to him the omnipotent of creation of the universe, the immortality of spirit through rebirth. So they're teaching him about creation. They're just not focusing it on too much, because they want to focus on the dominion of God. So God has the dominion over humankind and also the celestial sons. So that's why they obey him and follow his orders.